energy. Although sincerely, it is phenomenal watching Steve do that. He has no idea what car you're leading him to, and hey presto, a magician better than any on the Vegas Strip. Now we have another charity car on the block here in the event center. So let's go to the podium.
This is the largest, most generous contribution our affiliate has ever had, and we will put every penny to good use. 75% of the money that we raise goes directly back into our Tampa Bay community to provide breast cancer screening and treatment and support to women who don't have health insurance, who have low incomes. The remaining 25% goes to our national research program, so I assure you that every penny is very well spent, and thank you very much.
Thank you, Gina.
Folks, again, and I bet you there's not a single person in this room that hasn't been touched by someone that's had the unfortunate situation of being involved with either breast cancer themselves or someone that they know or love. So here's an opportunity. We've got the builder of the car also. Let's have a couple words, because this is what you're going to get. The cause is absolutely incredible, folks. You're going to make the check directly to the charity. There are absolutely zero commissions. Every penny that you pay for this car, you're going to write the check to the charity, but this is the prize that you'll have to remember what an amazing time this was and what a great cause we're helping. But here's the builder that built it out of love, and I've been kind of bonded with him for the last few days. He's really, really nervous. Say a few words about the car real quick, my man.
The car is one of our best cars that we've produced. We have a very small shop, so this is a huge opportunity for us to do good and actually get our name out there. So, you know, I hope the person who purchases this car enjoys it as much as we did.
The only thing left now, John, let's sell this amazing car. We're going to say something else as we get along. Let's just get it going. We'll tell them a little more as we go. We got one more thing to say.
We also had for the winning bidder a watch awarded by Steve Sofa. He's hardcore watches. This watch is called True Love. The young lady in the red dress has it to show it to you. A special gift from Steve to go with the car in support of breast cancer, in support of Chimera Customs, who's done an absolutely fabulous job. Go for it.
Folks, we usually wait till the bidding slows down, but that's the kind of guy he is. He's going to throw it in there up front right now, so let's get it going. We'll tell you a little bit more about the car. The car is absolutely incredible. John, let's crank it up. We'll take a breath, and we'll have Dean tell him a little more about the car.
Let's buy it. How much? I'm a little 69. What are you going to do? Send him money.
Well, again, to underscore what Steve Davis said, when Barrett Jackson does these pure charity lots, there is no commission. You make your check directly to the charity, no buyer or seller fee. My mother is a breast cancer survivor, and I gotta say, you could find no better charity than the Susan G. Komen Foundation for the Cure of Breast Cancer.
And donating that watch was Tom DuPont of the DuPont Registry, Steve Davis, the president of the Barrett Jackson Auction Company, and P.J. Davis, no relation, I believe, who designed and built the car. 69 Chevy Camaro Custom Coupe, a Pro Touring car, 555 cubic inch, big block, 650 horsepower, a whole lot more. But let's see the car sell for charity.
John, so many of us have been affected by someone who's had breast cancer.
A Pat Musi, 555 cubic inch big block. Chimera Customs, the whole build team for this car is lined up on stage. This is number 4 of 7 that they built in 2008. Gleaming black paint, nicely detailed under hood. This is one great ride and for a great cause.
Power everything, custom leather interior.
650 foot-pounds of torque, 5-speed, the 12-volt rear, tubular control arms, coil-over front suspension. It's got it all.
Ladies and gentlemen,
20-inch rims at the rear, 19s in front.
110, 115, 120. Let's go. Out of the 20 pounds, out of the 5, out of the 15 here, 20, out of the 5, out of the 25 here, out of the 5, what do you think? Down, out of the 30, out of the 30 pound, out of the 35, out of the 30, out of the 30, out of the 5, 40, out of the 40 pound, out of the 50, out of the 50 pound, out of the 50, 60, out of the 60, out of the 50 here, 60, 70, out of the 70 pound, out of the 70, out of the 70 pound, out of the 80, out of the 90, out of the 2, 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 out of the 2.
Here we go.
Out of the 2, out of the 210, out of the 210, out of the 210, 10, out of the 10.
Make them feel good about it, folks. Make them feel good about it.
Out of the 20, out of the 210, out of the 20, out of the 210, out of the 20 pound, out of the 220. If any of your fans touched by this disease, stand up and honor them and cheer them on. 220, out of the 210, 20, out of the 210, 20, out of the 210, 20, out of the 210, out of the 20, 210, 220, 210, 220, out of the 210, out of the 20, 20, 220, yes or no, 220, 220, out of the 20, 225 out of the 35, 225 out of the 35, 225 out of the 35, out of the 250 now 50, 235 out of the 50, 250 out John, 250,000, 250,000. They shouldn't even be thinking. 250,000 out there, 250,000 out of the 50 and a half, 250 John gonna go out of the 35, 50. Last and final time, 235, 50,000, 250. 250, 250, yes or no, John? I gotta go now. 250. 245. 245 is bid. 250, 250, 250 and a half. Sold, $245,000.
$245,000 on top of the $300,000 winning bid for the 2006 Mercury Volga yesterday. It was like makes a tear to the eye. This morning, before we came on the air, a collection of special automobilia was sold. Hoods from NASCAR race cars dressed up in Barrett Jackson regalia. They were selling for $500 to $1,000 apiece. One lady stood up, pointed at one of the hoods and said, "I'll pay $5,000 for it." And that too all goes to charity. Typical Barrett Jackson.
For computer-controlled fuel injection system, firing 38 pounds of injectors. Gear changes are assigned to a polished computer.
Deep breath, and we'll move on to our next car. Lot 669.1, a customized 59 Chevy 3100 pickup.
This is the truck that Rick DeBrule showed us a little while ago. And to your point, Rick, the consignor admits that this thing was beaten and abused nearly to death. Somehow brought back. Of course, black is the color that shows every flaw. And the paint job, it's under these lights. It is gleaming. I can't imagine how much work went into the top. I'd like to take a look underneath. Here it is as it crosses our MagnaFlow chassis cam. And very, very sanitary underneath. Some shiny stuff, some painted parts. Clearly not much mileage on this build at all. It's a very fresh ride. Mike?
And it's just as beautiful under hood as it is outside. The gleaming black paint. Very, very nicely done. And underneath, everything is polished or chrome. Wow, you'll spend as much time polishing as you will driving this, but it is a beautiful ground-up build. A lot of modern touches added, especially in the interior. Gosh, I don't know, Steve, would you be afraid to drive it? Because then you'd have to clean it.
I sure would. I mean, you get stuck in a rainstorm with this, but hey, what the heck, you know. Under the hood, of course, 502 GM Performance Parts Ramjet fuel injection motor. Automatic transmission. Got to love the big wheels on this. They're billet specialties, disc brakes all the way around. The rear leaf spring suspension is long gone. Now there's an air ride technologies, shockwave system on the front and the back so they can raise and lower the stance of this to their choosing. This is beautiful. The black paint is mile deep, and I see no signs of the previous abuse this truck endured. It's awesome.
Come see this magnificent custom truck, and it comes out with one of the best car collections out of Austin, Texas, from Milton.
Normally the consignor sheets with the information on the vehicles is done in big bold lettering, a large font style, so you can read it easily. This one comes with a packed sheet, single spaced lines. I mean, the list of the goodies on this vehicle go on and on and on.
And 72 is on the stage, asking 5. Out of the 72, 3, 4, 5. I'm going to get him out of the 5, go. Out of the 75 here, we're going to do 7. Out of the 77 down, out of the 7. Everybody out here. Out of the 77 down, out of the walking away. Out of the 77,000 out of you said, yes, sir. Gotta go now. Out of the 77,000 out, and I appreciate all you did.
He's done.
5 here, 7 it is. So 75,000.
75,000 takes it. Fabrication and drivetrain installation done by Russ Coward in Dawsonville, Georgia, my home state. And that gentleman has just bought himself a very cool truck. And as he takes the title, we'll go to Rick DeBrule.
And we will go to our next Haggerty Fantasy Bid car. This is lot 674.3. It's a 1971 Ford Mustang Boss 351 sports roof body. Now, this car just had a complete restoration done, just finished shortly before the auction. But the big news on this vehicle only has 36,000 original miles. They said they started with a very clean car, but once again, they've taken to a very spectacular level over that. They say it's a matching numbers. They say everything is matching numbers, even down to the carburetor. So it's a very fresh restoration just done on a 1971 Ford Mustang Boss 351. I guess the only question is, in terms of what's going to hold it back, is the question as to whether, the fact that this is a 71 instead of a 70, and the fact that they went to the 351 this year, the Boss 351 away from the 302 and the 429. But either way, just depends upon whether somebody inside there really likes this. This is a very well done car. Lot 674.3, a 1971 Ford Mustang Boss 351.
And don't forget the sports roof, Rick. Figure out what you think that car will hammer away for. Text your bid to Speed3 7733333 or go to speedfantasybid.com. Numbers only, please. We'll take a break and return. Plenty more to come as we close in on the end of our third hour of 7 here in Vegas on Speed.